Okay, so we are on April 22nd, 2025. We are in the second part of the introduction of Your Lifebook. Page 24 says, let me tell you a little bit about me. So it's Dr. A telling his story. So first, though, let me introduce myself properly. I am Wayne Michael Scott Anderson, and I'm 66 years old and I have an amazing life. I get up every morning in a state of great health and approach the day with the enthusiasm of someone a good deal younger. I am active, fully engaged in my life, and I have a ton of energy. I have two beautiful daughters and a love of nature and the outdoors. I would characterize myself as a highly spiritual person. I love my vocation. It's really my avocation because it fills my day with rewards. I feel I am bringing value to the world. The story of my past was not so optimal, and there were many areas of my life where I was far from thriving. That's why I hope you are confident I can help you to help yourself. It is the application. I love that. I can help you to help yourself, not I'm going to help you. I can help you to help yourself. You have to take ownership of changing your identity into a healthy person, mind, body, and spirit. Um, okay, it is the application of the principles in the Habits of Health Transformation System that have allowed me to grow and transform to a thriving state I now find myself in. Recently, completely and unexpectedly, I lost my soulmate and wife, Lori. Although it is a tremendous loss, having the foundation and elements have allowed me to continue to live fully with purpose. The support and guidance during this adjustment has enabled me to be fully present for my daughters. And here's a picture of the family. And I will tell you that it has been incredible. That was 7, 8 years ago. And well, 2017 is what the picture says. So what is that? 8 years ago. And he is 73 today. And he literally just jumped off of a helicopter and went skiing, hella skiing through waist deep snow. That's the kind of life that he has created with this health adventure. So, okay, so page 26. Let's find out about you. Okay, now it's your turn. Tell me a bit about yourself and create a powerful snapshot. And remember, writing in this book is the most important part. This book is created with neuroscience to create all of the changes. We read it, we write in it, we listen to it on the webinar, and we see it on the webinar. We're using all of our senses to really become a healthy person. Good morning, Joetta. So your current story is only your current story based on the habits of your past and current life. We're here together to help you improve and become a healthier version of yourself. We need to start by gathering the current state of your body, mind, life, and work. So making a note of your current numbers, current chronological age, height in inches, weight in pounds, BMI, see the chart, current waist circumference at the belly button in inches, allergies, current medications, and you write all of this down, current illnesses. Assessing your overall well-being and how you are managing your days will start to give you an insight into your world. We know that eating right will improve our health, yet in the moment, we can't help grabbing a cheeseburger or a sugary donut because one burger or one donut can't really lead to obesity or diabetes, can it? We know we should be more physically active, but our favorite TV show is on. My kid has a baseball game today, but I am buried at work and he won't mind. My friend has asked me out to dinner 3 times, but I blow them off because I am just too busy. I find myself going shopping every time. I really get stressed, and yet, when I get my credit card bill, I am under even more pressure. Let's see how you currently stack up in the parameters that determine the quality of your life. The design of your life book allows you regular opportunities to check boxes, which will give you some measurable parameters. But the areas where I ask you to write your thoughts in your own words are equally important. I do that because I'm asking you to take ownership of your situation and write in your own words your observations, your thoughts, and aha moments. Let's do a well-being evaluation. Go online to habitsofhealth.com to complete the comprehensive Habits of Health assessment, but use the shortened version here to get started. How is your physical health? Physical health includes many key areas like reaching and maintaining a healthy weight, developing healthy eating habits, engaging in robust physical activity, slipping into high quality sleep time for relaxation, and being within a healthy, safe, hazard-free work, home, and play environment. In these key areas of physical health, give your best estimate as to where you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being optimal. Here are some ideas to help you rate your current position on the scale. How competent are you at managing your weight? How much energy do you have throughout the day? What kind of food are you putting into your body? What is your level of activity each day, and do you exercise? Do you get a good, restful night's sleep? How good are you at handling stress? And do you make sure you have evaluated the potential hazards in your world? Have you removed unhealthy food from your workplace and house? Do you get medical checkups and maintain yourself? And I do want to encourage you, as you're answering those questions, put a date by them. I have places where I have 3 different dates because as I go through it again, a lot of times I'll go back and answer the questions again, and it's crazy watching. That's like back over here on the one that talks about current illnesses. I have RA and Hashimoto's. Well, my last doctor visit, she said, you have no markers. Don't write that down anymore. And it's like, oh, okay, a new date with 0 on it for illnesses. How cool is that? So how safe is it where you work and live in terms of exposure to health risks such as steep stairs, poor water quality, crime, and so on? If you're not exactly sure where you are, don't worry. Take your best guess, and we will gather more details later. For now, complete the answers and then put your total score at the bottom. So here's the little graph on page 29, weight status, habits of eating habits, physical activity, sleep, relaxation, safe and healthy surroundings. And I have different numbers as I've gone through the journey with different dates. And it's just so fun to look at those and go, oh, wow, yeah, it's getting better. So your current score in physical health is only a snapshot of what your score can become as you apply the principles and adopt the habits of health in your life. Your physical health is primarily determined by your current habits, and to a lesser extent, your genetics. Did you hear that? To a lesser extent, your genetics. They account for roughly 30% of your physical health. It's mostly our bad habits of health that create what our physical health is. In the space below, it will be useful to describe in your own words your current physical health. Use the questions I presented on the previous page to help guide your writing. again, several in several different dates. But of course, I've been doing this 10 years, so reading through and reading through. How is your mental health? Mental health includes many key areas, including strong relationships, a sense of community, making time to follow spirituality, and finding engagement and motivation at your job, hobbies, and so on. In these key areas of mental health, give your best estimate as to where you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being optimum. If you are not exactly sure where you are, take your best guess and then put your total score at the bottom. So, wow. That's crazy. Okay. In these, yeah, here's one date of 2020. In these key areas of mental health, give your best estimate as to where you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being optimum. If you are not exactly sure where you are, take your best guess and then put your total score at the bottom. Here are some ideas to help you rate your current position on a scale. Do you have a deep, meaningful relationship with friends and family? Do you have passion for your job? Enjoy what you're doing and feel fully attentive and focused throughout your days? Do you believe that you can accomplish whatever you put your mind to and body to? Are you hopeful and optimistic about the future and act thoughtfully on your emotions when they arise? Are you resilient and learn from the past? Do you have meaning and purpose and savor the small pleasures of life? Do you feel that life is happening through you and that you're connected to your faith and your spirituality? Are you connected to your community in service? Are you having fun, relaxing, and connecting to nature with hobbies and free times for yourself? So there's a list on page 31, and that's where you actually do the graph. So most relationships, attitude at work, meaning and purpose, spirituality time, community service, hobbies and fun. And then you add up your scores. And again, make sure to always put the date in there. So your current score in mental health is only a snapshot, hi Dana, of what your score can become as you apply the principles and adopt the habits of health in your life. Your mental health is primarily determined by how you take responsibility for your thoughts and actions. As we work together, you will learn to be able to place your thoughts and mind where you want, for as long as you want, to become the dominant force in your life. It will require you to go to a place called the mental gymnasium and install some powerful habits of a healthy mind. Your mental health is also heavily influenced by your physical health, brain health, and quality of your relationships, and the individuals associated with. Take a few moments to describe your current mental health in your own words. Use the description I presented as a reference point for writing about your own experience in terms of how much abundance you have or desire. How is your financial health? Financial health encompasses many key areas, which includes abundance, the feeling that your life is full of terms of resources, full in terms of resources. It is important to feel like you have the means to create experiences and memories with family and friends. It also includes the confidence that comes from knowing you can pay your bills and care for your family. In these key areas of financial health, give your best estimate as to where you think you are on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being optimum. As before, if you are not exactly sure where you are, make a guesstimate because we'll add more details later. Put your total score at the bottom. Here are some ideas to help you rate your current position on the scale. You sense you have what it takes to know that with gratitude, hard work, and direction, you can bring what you want into your life. You did good deeds for others that are unexpected. You have resources, so You don't have to spend your days worrying about how you will pay your bills. You plan and control your finances so that they don't control you. You have discretionary income and the time to be spontaneous as well as focus on creating health and well-being. You have developed the resources to create special experiences or travel and events with your loved ones and friends. You have the resources to give back to your community and favorite charities. Page 33. So here's the little checkbox and add up your score. So abundance, resources to minimize stress, money management, money to do what you want, resources to create memories and experiences, community contributions. Your current score is in financial health is only a snapshot of what your score can become as you apply the principles and adopt the habits of health in your life. Your financial health is primarily determined by how you take responsibility for your thoughts and actions. As we work together, we will learn to be able to place your thoughts and your mind where you want for as long as you want to become the dominant force in your life. It will mean a visit to the mental gym, but it will be worth it. Your financial health is also heavily influenced by your physical health, brain health, and the quality of your relationships and individuals associate with. Although the Habits of Health is not a course on financial planning, these habits will prepare you to become a higher version of yourself in all your daily actions. Take a moment to describe your current financial health. Use the descriptions I presented as a reference point for writing about your experience in terms of how much abundance you have or desire. We have just taken a really important step. We have evaluated your current reality in terms of your health and well-being. I'd now like to go back and get your scores in the key areas of well-being. Fill in the scores for the 3 key areas in the table below. Take note of the areas you are the strongest in and the areas in which you could use some help. Remember, there is more in-depth health assessment available on the website if you would like to dive deeper than we did here. So, physical health, mental health, financial health, and you add those all up. What stands out to you? Were your scores as you expected? And what areas were you higher or lower? What have you learned about yourself by going through this exercise? Okay, I'd like you now to take your 3 cumulative scores and add them up and create a combined score because they all affect each other. So page 35. What is your cumulative score? Overall well-being. Your cumulative score emphasizes a couple of very powerful points. Have a great day.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. First, it's possible to be doing well in some areas of your life, but they seem independent and unrelated. I can tell you that they are not. In fact, they are interdependent to such an extent that ignoring one area will almost always have an effect on the others. That is why the habits of health are more than a way to improve your mind and body. Your score gives you a good idea of how you are currently running your life, and well-being is a great measure of how you are doing in terms of the quality of your life. If it needs improvement and you want to do something about it, you have come to the right place. If you have been operating mindlessly and have allowed your your short-term desires to dictate your daily lifestyle, I can help you choose different path. Together, we will build a life that matters and allow you to thrive in what is most important to you. The idea of optimal health is to organize your life around the key areas that we have identified, which empowers you to create well-being and make sure your daily choices support those long-term objectives. I'm going to read that again. The idea of optimal health is to organize your life around the key areas that we have identified, which empowers you to create well-being and make sure your daily choices support long-term objectives. In the next element, we will start building the process that will construct a new pathway to guide you on your journey to optimal health and well-being. And it starts with knowing why. In the next few elements, we will explore why you want to change, what needs to change, and what we need to tweak in your life. And we'll be at element 1 tomorrow or next week.